Israelites, church in Birmingham, Alabama, come to give warning to the so-called black Native American Indians of the impending danger that the Lord is about to bring to the society. Before we begin, giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kabadash.
And double honor to our teachers, the apostles, and the other bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the Lord's elect. Yeah, hey, we back out here again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Shah, to us to declare again. You see, because everywhere you look, everything that you hear, this is pretty much what you're seeing unfolding in the earth. From current events, from reports, from people going on strike, from reports that's going to affect your food production in the society. You know, from the different plagues, false storm that's taking place, Hurricane Helene, all these things are ultimately sent forth by Yahweh, by Shemam Shah. It's all an effort to bring forth the end.
Yeah, in fact, this is Ezekiel 7 and 5.
Hey, yeah, start at 3.
Come. This is Ezekiel 7 and 3. It says, now is the end come upon thee. I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thy abominations.
See, and that's what you're about to see take place. You're about to experience the anger of the Lord up close and personal, man. And it's going to reshape your whole reality. You know, right now, you in peace and safety. Right now, you're not concerned with shit. People at football games, people getting ready for the Alabama and Georgia game. Niggas somewhere getting ready for a birthday, a cookout. Yeah, the anger of the Lord for the come, man. See?
My eye shall not spare them, neither will I have pity.
Yeah, the eye of the Lord is not going to spare those death angels that you got dispersed. You know, you got children getting hit by straight bullets. You just had 18 people getting injured in the mass shooting. Fuck out of the house, man. You know, that's 21 people got hit up in one scene. And the Lord did that, man. You see, but you're about to see things intensify far greater. You know,
I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thy abominations shall be in the midst of thee.
Yeah, it's going to be all Lord paying you back for your wicked abominable acts, man. How you moving now, because the Lord tell you that you Isaiah 55 and 6. He tell you how to seek ye the Lord while he may be found, and call ye upon him while he is near. Because things is about to change, man. This is the only thing that's going to pretty much be able to hold you up and keep you in a state of sanity. You see, when all hell breaks loose, real quick, guys.
Con, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and verse 6. Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
You see, and the Lord, he is near now, man. This is why the prophets is out on the street. This is why videos is constantly going out. Because the Lord, he's pretty much revealing himself to you, man. You know, got it up. Come. Oh, yeah, come. One more. You got it.
Come. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous main his thoughts.
Yep, and that's what's going to keep you safe, man. You know, this is why the prophets is out telling you to repent and return to the Lord. We say, he called every man to repentance. You know, I forgot how it went. You got it.
Come. And let him return unto the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah.
See, and this your glory. You returning back into kingdom is really, you know, yeah, you putting off the ways of America, Babylon, the Great, because ultimately that's the ways of death. You see, it's the ways of pretty much abominations towards the Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. You know, and you putting that off to come back really into your kingdom, it's been your kingly state, man.
And let him return unto the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, and he will have mercy upon him.
See? Yeah, and going back into Ezekiel 7, you know, the Lord tell you how he's about to send forth his anger to recompense you for all your abominable acts, man. But here he's telling you, if you repent, he'll pardon you, man. He'll have mercy on you. And that's going to be the highest commodity, to have the mercy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah when all hell is breaking loose, man. You ain't got no food, because right now, your self-will ain't going to pretty much help you. You ain't going to be able to go to work and get you some money, go to the grocery store and buy shit, man. You know, you ain't going to be able to call Alabama Power to get your power cut on, or call Birmingham Waterworks to get your water cut on. All that shit gonna be out the way, man. You know, you're gonna need the mercy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah in order to survive, man. You got it.
And to our power, for he will abundantly pardon.
See, and that's what we're looking for our sins to be pardoned, man, so we can live, man, so we can eat, you know, so we ultimately can be delivered, man. You got it.
Well, it's Isaiah 46 and 8. Remember this, and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Remember the form.
He said, show yourselves men. You know, and how you show yourself a man, you can tell you by keeping the charge of the Most High. That's really that's your glory in being a man is ultimately obeying Yahweh Shemar Shai. Tell you how obedience is better than sacrifice, man.
That's like he tell you the whole duty of men.
Yep.
You know,
Fear the Lord and keep His commandments.
that's it, man. Hey, plain willing to say it, man. It says, remember for the former things of old, for I am Yahweh by Shemar Shai, and there is none else. I am Yahweh by Shemar Shai, and there is none like me. So if I may, considering the times of old, one account we go back to is the time of Noah, man. You know, consider it, man. That was the Lord that brought that flood, man. Oh, that was even the Lord that gave Noah the testimony, man, to preach and warn the people, man. But see, hey, that's why he said, return as men. What, gird up thy loins like a man? You know what I mean? Because that's the times we're going into. You should prepare yourself, your mind, man. And the times we're going into, you got something?
Hey, but to be considered a man, you gotta be in the know of Yahweh Shemar Shai. That's the whole point. Be a man, you gotta know Yahweh Shemar Shai.
That's it.
I mean, because the Lord said that wisdom should not enter into a malicious soul.
Yeah.
Going to the word malicious is going to being bitching, huh? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you a bitch, you know what I mean? Bitch ass nigga, man.
Yeah, that's it.
And the Lord told you, show yourselves men, man. You know, that's going back to the chart to look at.
Just gonna got something to bag out up. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, 14. I'm starting at verse 13. He says, now therefore set thy house in order, and reprove thy people, comfort such of them that be in trouble, and now renounce corruption.
Yeah,
If I may get
he said, set your house in order. That starts with yourself first, man. You know, and that comes with being a man as well. You that's looking at the man in the mirror, man. You know, fixing where you fucked up there, man. Taking accountability. America don't teach you that, man. You know, they tell you, you know what I mean, just let that shit fly, man. You know what I mean? Just ride with it, for the lack of a better term. But yet the Lord, He pushed you to address your problem, man.
Actually, like if I may, the American doctrine is part of the whole guide and judgment. But see, America, you really governing of yourself in America, man. So you really judging yourself, man. And that shit is off, man. You know what I mean? You can't tell yourself what's right or wrong. No, man. That's why the Lord deal with the order of things, man. You know? That's so like, no.
And like you said earlier, the accountability.
That's it.
America don't teach you accountability. He teaches you to trust in yourself. That's why it says lean not to thy own understanding.
I got a quick precept. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 3:9. For the blessing of the father establishes the houses of children. You got it out. Hey, because the father is the one who sets forth the standard. He sets forth the rule. He makes stuff in. He puts things in motion. He gets things going. He's the trailblazer, man. You see, just like the Heavenly Father said, He establishes the houses of children. Hey, the Lord is doing the same thing for us now. He putting us back in order, man. You see? So what? It takes a father to make a man. And the Lord said, "What? Show yourselves men." So you gotta bow your head to the standard of the Father, man. Otherwise, who are you comparing yourself or equating yourself to in this quote unquote definition of a man? Your father or your effeminate ass mother? America, man.
I mean, because a man in this society can be a woman with two breasts.
Yeah.
You know, because in this society, they don't really know the true definition of a man.
A woman knows not the true definition of a man because the 80s and the 90s, my daddy got it wrong. My parents got it wrong. I'm gonna raise my kids right. Now, what is the consensus of for the Generation Z man? These niggas ain't shit. These ain't real men, but these real men were raised by real, so-called real women. You see, now the woman can't even stand the very man that she raised. It shows you that a father establishes the house, and with any man in any household that is ran by a father, it comes a standard. You see, and a man won't deviate. The scriptures tell you, raise a child in the way that he should go, and when he is older, he will not depart from it. That's a lot. That's the only way he know how to go. This is his only right. Is what you show him. His right and wrongs is dictated off what you show him, man.
I mean,
Okay.
Tell you how when if you roughly paraphrase, you know, you train your child up in a way when you depart, it's like you never left. It's like in the book of Maccabees, I believe.
Yeah, you say you have left someone like yourself.
The scriptures tell you a man may be known in his children. Is what? Everything, all of my physical, spiritual shortcomings I'm trying to weed them shits out of my son. So everything that I would want myself to be, it's gonna be displayed in him. And people gonna start to say what brothers alluding to now. But you act just like your dad. You move just like your dad. Hey, dad'll tell you, you motherfucker a little bit better than me, boy. You know, because what? He ain't got my weakness. You see?
That's how Floyd Mayweather Senior and Junior was, man. That's one of the perfect examples because even the uncle, they was straight. But at the same time, Floyd was their perfection because the senior and the uncle, they had to go through those rough patches. So when their child came, they know which way to teach them. They learn from their mistakes and they taught them all the mistakes. But I got a little bit more on this. Going back on that man. Got it's the book of 2 Ezra 14. In verse 14, it says, "Let go from you mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of men, put now on a weak nature."
See, and that's pretty much everything America taught you concerning being a man. You know, like the brother was going into what they call being a man really is a woman's ideology. Because you trying to fit her little world on what, you know what I mean? She trying to paint Prince Charming, you trying to fit that shit, man. And yet the Lord teaching you directly how to be a man. That's why you have our forefathers, man, and really patriarchs, really, man. You know, they teach you how to move and how to deal, you know, not emotionally but rationally, you know, and ultimately, you know, putting the Lord first, man. You see, and that's putting off that weak nature. And niggas say something, you offended in the spirit, you know what I mean? You just move with emotion, man. You know, you have to put all that shit off because ultimately when all hell breaks loose and you driven by emotion, you're gonna be put to death, man. You know, when you take a carnal mind, you to death. And an emotional man, they gonna act carnal, man.
A little bit more. It says, "And set aside the thoughts that I was heavy to thee, and haste thee to flee from these times."
Yeah, I'm burning, man. I just need to, you know, I gotta get these bills paid. You gotta set aside that shit, man. You know, like Apostle Paul was going to, don't even worry about the women, man. You know, because they gonna come. You see, because you man's from the truth. When they see that protection, Isaiah 4:1 gonna play out, in which we know that, you know. But you got niggas that'll be his main thing. You know, money, clothes, cars, and hoes. And that's a weak nature, man. You see, because the ancient world, man, the Eastern man, he wasn't worried about trying to be pretty, man. You know, it was more so about survival, man. You know, it was more so about wisdom. But here it is in the West, you just a beautiful little nigga, man.
Yeah.
You know, everything about you. This nigga tender, he ain't got no scratches. You know, you can sit on his counselors, he ain't been through shit, he ain't got no wisdom. You know, you just, America to dog you niggas up, man.
Yeah, man, he really taking self.
Yeah, you a self, you know what I mean? Hip shakers, TikTok dancers. You know what I mean? Effeminate. And the Lord don't fuck with that, man. That's why the Lord said no effeminate should enter into the kingdom. You gotta be of a rougher nature, man. You know, you gotta y'all tell you masculinity is toxic and shit, man. And you niggas feed into that, man. But you should wanna be toxic, goddamn it, be masculine, man. You know, let that bitch get a call up, you know what I mean? Shit. Stop respecting that all the time and shit, man. Open the door and shit, fuck that, man. This supposed to open the door for you, man. You know?
That's against the ways of this world. You gotta consider that. Hey, the love of the Lord is not of the ways of this world. Man. See, like, and it tells you that if you love this world, then you don't love the Most High, man. You know, so you gotta separate yourself, and it starts by the way of your mind. You gotta be going to that, the nuance of your mind. That's heavy within itself, man. You know, because you gotta become with that newborn babe. You know, to enter into that kingdom of heaven. That means a whole nother fashion, a whole nother conversation for what you've been raised off of, man. And that be Jake's problem. They want to stick to what they were raised off of, man. When that shit, that's bullshit, man. That led generations and generations and generations to death, man. That's why we ain't never got nowhere, man. But here it is, niggas done tried all the simplicity, marching, everything but to seek the old way. And this showing you the way. This the only way, man, for us to obtain that salvation, really basically that peace that Jacob seeking for, man. It's the old way, man. You know? But yeah, going back to what brother's saying, man, all that other shit, man, like you said, like simplicity for these hoes, you know what I mean? It chasing the bag and shit, that shit leading to death, man. This is the way y'all all watching me on shots. Like, you got it, guys. No, that's it, bro. Bring it out, man.
You know, you get 2 Corinthians 4:16. It says, "For cause we faint not, But though the outward man perish,
That's it.
yet the inward man is renewed day
Day
by
by
day.
day. And that's the thing, man. The inward man is renewed day by day. Hey, man, the scriptures speak about how the knowledge of the Most High cannot be numbered. So it's no measure you can put on the Most High. As we often say, you can't put your Yahweh Shemel Shai in a box, man. You know? So therefore, it's always more knowledge to get, man. You know, you can never reach too far when it comes to Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. You know, how much more in the kingdom? We're going to be steadily learning, man. Every day, it's going to be something new. Every day, man. You get bored in America, man. What the fuck, you know? So, yeah,
That is it. Tell you how his ways are unsearchable.
that's it. Bro. Bring it
You know
out.
what I mean? He ain't gonna be nothing
Well,
either.
the scriptures tell you like I've shown thee more than I've shown the other men on the planet. I'm looking for it, man. Which is
Say more things given unto you. Me understand, versus paraphrase.
Man, that's it. Hey, that lets you know that this truth, this really the pinnacle of wisdom, man. You know, everything that Esau Edom is presenting to you, you see that shit, it's really drying up, man. Because the far as you can go with that shit is a master's degree. A doctor's, you know what I mean?
Hey, it's like you be in debt like you got 3 degrees, but you down there $500,000 in debt. You know?
Hey, that's like the Lord tell you, he's gonna be increased without sorrow, man. A nigga here in this society, yeah, he increasing it. Yeah, you got told your doctor, but yeah, you got $1 million in debt. Your house not paid for. You have car problems still. Your garage still ain't acting right. Your children fucked up. You know what I mean? You increasing, but yet sorrows is increasing with you.
Yeah, because at the end, Jacob pride themselves in getting that degree, getting the pats on the back from Esau. When you look into the word degree, it means to step down. It's the downgrade, really. But with these degrees that Jake get from Esau, it only heaps more demons onto you, really. That's all these degrees do to you. It just put more demons on you because Jake feel like he gotta maximize these things in this society. You know?
You make the ditch deeper. That's all they do. Make the ditch deeper, man. You're lost in the salt, man. You was drunk at first, but now you really drunk, nigga. You know what I mean? You can't even see. The vision is gone. You know, you're stumbling. You know what I mean? Now you've been robbed, you know what I mean?
The scripture said, vision is gone. Said, where there is no vision,
Yeah, that's it.
you gotta.
So like if I made the scripture say wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. You know, it's not the wisdom and knowledge of this world, man. You know, your psychology degree, you know, it's not gonna help you. You know, when all hell is breaking loose, man.
Tell that to Simba. Hold that psychology degree up to Simba. See if you don't swipe straight through.
Right.
They go get on your ass.
Right.
Carlos. You know what I mean? One of them you say, no, I got a doctor.
Yeah, let that motherfucker like it is. He got an associate, he got a bachelor's, he got a master's, he got a doctorate, and this motherfucker can't pour water.
That's it, bro.
Outside.
That's it, bro.
Like, how's that gonna help you in taking trouble? You know all of that, but the degree can't save you in that day. Keep this little 5'5" motherfucker there. Hey, he want that last can of peaches, and so do you. Keep him off your ass.
Yeah. Fernandez.
Jake scared of squirrel.
Gomez.
Jake scared of squirrel. What more when the Lord put that same vicious spirit that he put on the squirrel and had you run? Now it's on the man.
They still say
That shit scary.
The harder you push that way, it's coming.
Right. Motherfucker moving at you like them niggas off of, like them dudes off of I Am Legend. Oh man, that's gonna preach you.
Hey, I can move the cell, man. Motherfucker going crazy on that shit, man.
So like even the name, they don't teach you the name in these colleges.
Yeah,
You know, that's important, the name, man. You know.
Matter of fact, I got some real quick, just going back into the doctrines and things like that. This the book of 1 Corinthians. That's good. Yeah, fellas got it. This is the book of 1 Corinthians 1, and I'm going to start at verse 19. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 18. It says, for the preaching of the cross to them that perish, it's like for the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness. But unto us, which are saved, is the power of the Messiah.
You pretty much this ministry, man. It's like preaching on the cross, but they look at this like this foolishness, man. They marvel at us. Lord tell you how we was gonna become a spectacle to the world, man. People are gonna marvel at us and things like that. They see it as foolishness. They scoff and say we wearing dresses, but yet they ancient arms. You know, the rehearsing of righteous acts, man. Feel like about the time.
He says, for in his strength I will destroy the wisdom of the wise It will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent.
Yep, see, and all these self-proclaimed wise, prestige men, polite, Dr. Umar Johnny, these vocabularies and shit. Yeah, I mean,
Professor.
professor. Yeah, that's it. 19 keys, niggas like that, man. But yeah, the Lord, he's bringing that wisdom to light because ultimately the shit that they present to you, it can only hold up with America here, man.
That's it, bro. It says, where is the wise, where is the scribe, where is the disputer of this world? Have not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world?
Yeah, see, even generational wealth, that shit not a thing that scrap, it get your ear no more, man. Because now you hearing more news about the dollar declining more than generational wealth increasing, huh? You seeing more shit, the food going away and shit, So you really seeing America at a weak state. So the things that was once pushed to dry this place don't even fucking make sense no more, man. And the Lord did that, man. The Lord brought them out of this shit, man. It never made sense. It was more on it.
I think the brother got a
No, finish yours.
That was it on it.
Okay,
That was the point.
I got something for you. I'm gonna just get to the point. 2 Corinthians 10 and 5. It says, casting down imaginations in every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So think to this. Floyd said it. Philly Shell is the best boxer style. Lord said it. Word? I bet. I'm gonna hold you to that. Hey, this dude said karate. Karate's the best style. Lord said. Word? I'm gonna hold you to that. It's this. I'm gonna hold you to it. Now we getting to the everybody now the world tournament is about to begin. Now you gotta prove this shit. The Lord said so. Buddha was the answer. All right, Jacob's trouble. Mom, let's see Buddha stop there. Oh, your kids, happy wife, happy life. Oh, make sure your kids happy. All right, let me throw financial ruin towards you. Let's see how that plays out. Everything that you bring your knowledge up against the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he gonna smack it, man. And that's us. We're first-hand examples of when you bring your bullshit, you bring your thoughts, your ways, your feelings to the Most High, he'll show you real quick. Hey, that shit don't matter over here, that shit don't fly.
See? It's like everybody says, where is the dispute of the wise?
Yeah.
Who is holding up for the ideologies of now?
Yeah.
The boy said he got paid no foolish. Because like you said, in this day, like you said, whether it be happy, like what happened, like even your doctrine, your doctrine, your degree, these things is trying to come up against the word.
Yeah.
Which is what? Undefeated.
Yeah. This is the knowledge that rained down all knowledge. Whether it falls to the left or to the right. It's wicked Jake that turns knowledge evil.
Yeah.
It's Jake that turns knowledge evil. So the Lord said, let's get back. It says, casting down imaginations in every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High. So if you are in the spirit of America, you in the same spirit as Esau. You exalting yourself against the Most High. Now, hey, put your money where your mouth is, man. Because you've been doing a whole lot of talking. Now it's time to put up and shut up. And let's go. Ain't no hiding, ain't no run. No, it's one way out. One way in, one way out. That's how the Lord is setting this stage up, huh? It says, in bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Mashiach. So the Lord is like, hey, yo, man, I promise you, after I put you through this, you gonna forsake that weak ass, the way you was thinking, you gonna lock that up. Man, that ain't it. It's certain things like, we all know at this point, it's stupid to trick off on the female, knowing the many avenues that could play out. We ain't even got to go into it. We just know, hey man, hey, don't be sinful. The Lord is getting to the point. It says, bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience. So the Lord is going to bind that up. Hey, your thoughts, hey, my thoughts. Which one? Which would you rather have to run free? Yours or mine? You would much rather have the Lord run free. You will bring into captivity your thoughts. Like, hey, I was off, man. Hell no. And then you begin to what? You begin to pray against. That ain't me right there. That's Satan right there. I don't feel that way about that, brother. Lord, hey, please take this spirit off me. Every thought, man, that exalted itself in the child.
But you have to Isaiah 45, it's like 44 and 25. They're frustrated with the tokens and the liars, making the blinders mad. They turn the wise men back and make that knowledge foolish. So I mean, like we going into, like America, man. So all the ideologies that's associated with America, maybe, continue or whatever, it's gonna come to naught when it comes against the truth, man. Whatever ideologies you got, what you think is right, it's gonna be profound. You know what I'm saying? So it goes on to say, they confirm the word of his servant and perform the counsel of his message, because we're not speaking according to our own word. That's the thing. People fail to realize that we're not just speaking vain words. These are the words of the Heavenly Father, man. And they're gonna come to pass. So your lives, everything you walk into is gonna come to naught. Unaware prophecy.
He said, the Lord is confirming. So imagine, but this whole time, we've been out here preaching, Lord willing, we be at that number. And then in that moment, they go to throw that big rock. The Lord stick his hand and be like, Mom, didn't he tell you I was coming? I kept telling you, y'all was out coming, y'all was out. Man, I'm tired of hearing this dude. Let's kill him. And they go throw that big rock and y'all was out here and catch it like, hey, you ain't believe my boy? Like, that's what we waiting on, man. This is the moment. That's the moment that we're waiting on the Lord to confirm our witness of him, our testimony of him. Y'all was gonna come back in that day. He's gonna put his, like Superman, putting his hand on his like, hey, I really am this friend.
Hey, I got some back up. Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this cometh to pass, though it will come, these so they know that a prophet have been appointed.
Then you're gonna know, because the Lord confirmed you something. Now you're gonna see the extent of how powerful that man that you disregarded for so long. You were like, dang, he really was powerful, but he took a low seat. The same way our master did, the same way he took that low seat for a moment. Now the Lord is confirming this. That is that fruit. That is that the scripture speak to the fruit once one is once it is a hope deferred and then
Hope deferred make the heart sad.
Yeah.
But when the joy of it comes,
Hey, you see, that's what we're in the process of now, man. That's gonna be in that day. But you got to learn.
Yep, this 1 Corinthians chapter 3, and I'm starting at verse 18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seeming to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. That goes into the philosophies and doctrines, even the ways of this society. Like we say, the suit tie wearing ass niggas, there ain't nothing wrong with the type, but the mindset that come with it, man. It says on verse 19, it says, for the wisdom of the world is foolish with Yahweh Shemel Shah. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. So like the brother said, you're going to live up to that. The Buddhism, Muhammad, to the degree, you're going to live up to that. That craftiness, you're going to build so much in America, and it's going to be so sad to see it all torn down, man. And that's going to be by the way of Yahweh Shemel Shah. But verse 20, it says, and again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. Your thoughts are vain, man. That even goes back to your father Esau. Here it is. He got a plan for America. What is it? The MWO. That's SEA. That's his plans, man. Matter of fact, for the whole wide world, man. To claim himself to be like unto the Most High. But guess what? The Lord is what? His thoughts are vain, man. Meaning they are nothing. They're vapor. They're not going to happen, man. The scriptures speak about when this devil's begin to fill his belly, hey, Yahweh Shemel Shah is going to step in, man. He's going to be taken down. And that's going to be as well as the ones who follow the ways of this devil as well, man. Those who trust in him, went down there and took that sea, you're going to be taken down with this devil, man. So that goes back to the points what the brothers are going into. All these philosophies and these gods you niggas worship, even yourselves, you're going to be taken down no matter what, man. You're going to be taken down. You're not going to live up to that potential that you seek, like generational wealth. You're not going to live up to that, man. Because the scriptures tell you niggas, man, this is not your home, man. All right? That's a warning within itself. But fuck that. You niggas don't take heed. You say, fuck it, I'm going to build anyway. So, you know what I mean? It's up to you. You're going to be the dummy. Who shall put you in trauma that was bitten by the sun? You know what I mean?
I told you.
You know what I mean? You did it anyway, man. But that's
still with the flu out. You got it prepped and everything.
So like, if I may, I got one more. This Proverbs 14 and 12. It says, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. And that goes back to you niggas' philosophies, man. Your God, hey, what you gonna learn? Hey, how about you not trying to jealous power like the prophet's been telling you niggas, man? You know, and the scriptures speak about in the day of vengeance, he shall not spare none. You know what I mean? Hey, Lord, that he coming with that sword, man. He ain't bringing peace to the earth, man. Here it is, you niggas been being a fucking slut through the spirit, you know, worshiping these other gods and shit, man. Well, guess what, Lord, he's coming back to slay, man. Because the prophets warn you, but what? He did not hearken, man. All right, so you gotta live up to those philosophies that you niggas invested in and you betted on, man.
But why? That's what they're going. When the Lord begin to add, send out judgment. Why, Lord? Hey, man, He's giving it to you, man.
Bring out a judge. Go and cry to the other gods you have told. You know, let them deliver you. You know, let Jesus Christ deliver you. You know, let your degree deliver you. You know, let your money deliver you. You know, in these times, man. You know, where the scripture clearly tells us, you know, that richest prophet died the day of the Lord's wrath. You know, so that's why it's important to repent and turn back to the house I should be outside, man.
I got something for you real quick. It's Isaiah 28 and 18. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand.
Come on, man.
And if I may add, the little covenant that these people made with Esau, it would not hold up the doctrines, even Diddy. Diddy is the perfect example that your covenant with death shall be disannulled.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah, can't stop, won't stop. Every real romantic guy be thinking of you. They ain't thinking of Diddy, man. Nobody thinking of Diddy. Because at the end of the day, he realized what's going to happen when you trust in Esau, man. That's the Rock the 12th chapter in front of our face. Never trust our enemy. Look what happened when Eve trusted in Esau, man. We fell away from a great nation, a great estate. So why would you trust in him in this very day? You know? It's a little bit more on this. It says, read this again, Isaiah 28, verse 18. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through. What's that overflowing scourge? Jacob's trouble, Yahweh shall bringing things down. We can see what just happened. Hurricane Helen, like the brother was mentioning. If I'm not mistaken, 40 people, maybe even more. They died, man.
Yeah, and it's hitting places that normally don't see water like that. Georgia, Alabama. Hey, man, the Lord is going to make strange things happen. It's beautiful. Time to judgment.
And then that's how you know that's a divine power.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's heavy, man. It's heavy.
And like that shit, when you look at Hurricane Helene, whatever her name, whatever his name is, like that, the way the water gains strength after catching land shows you like, yo, the Lord is with this. Like, you caught strength after touching land. Yo, the Lord's with you, man. Like, and he's showing stranger things. You gotta.
It's heavy though. I was trying to break it down to talk about it yesterday. But that's what it was. Once it hit land, it's like that motherfucker got power.
Yeah, it got power.
That's how you know. That's how I should know shadows control. But you got
But it's just that's the judgments in those diverse places. The Lord's starting to do it.
It's Isaiah 29 and 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts, thunder, earthquake.
Armies. And so look, armies, the Lord of hosts, that's going into talking about it. Armies. Right? So what is in the army? You have snipers, you have infantrymen, you got recon. I forget you got recon. You got that's what I was calling special ops. Come on, man. You got many different units within the army, man. And everybody has a particular task. All right, when you do recon, what? All right, you go in. I do the assessment of the land. I'll probably do a little cover fire. What you say? Surveying the land. Then what happens? You send the Marines in. What the Marines do? They're supposed to blast everything backwards, man. Then the Army comes in. Right? They do their thing, and then the Navy is giving suppressive fire at the same time from the waters. And then if all else fails, then Esau fly over. You see the different units, and these are different branches within the military. But this is one arm. This is one military. This is the Lord of Oaks, man. Sabaoth. For what? I was trying to take it from you, man. But this is the Father of armies, man. So think to the many ways in which the Lord is already showing His power. What more would All right, I'm here. He's like, it ain't no, nah, this is that. Like, the man's here. This is really war. It ain't no thinking about it no more. It ain't no, we're alluding to, we're what's the word I'm looking for?
Almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're not anticipating. We're in it now. You bring that up?
It's like we missed the book.
Okay. Okay.
Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts, of thunder, with earthquake, great noise.
So think to these elements, all right? Thunder, you hear it. Lightning, you feel it. It says what?
It says, the storm, tempest, and the flame of devouring fire.
So what? That's confusion. But what is the ultimate devouring fire? That's gonna be those missiles. Because think about that dust storm, that plume cloud. You know, like when you think of Nagasaki and Hiroshima, the scriptures tell us in Ezekiel how it came out like a roll. But when you see when you do look at the documentary, that the blast radius, man, the way that it went out, man, like the blast itself was only like a mile wide, but it was the debris and the kickback, man. Destroyed them people.
Hey, that's why the Lord in Jeremiah 51, a brother can get it for the brother. That's why it's going for the strong wind.
Come. Hey, bring back up what you had to bring out that Jeremiah 51. Yeah, that made me think of y'all. Man. I think he's yeah. Come. Hey, you bring
Isaiah
that.
29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts, with thunder, with earthquake, with great noise, with storm, with tempest, and the flame of devouring fire.
So the Lord is coming with judgment, man. And the ultimate judgment is going to be the missiles. The thermonuclear missiles coupled with his laser cherry beam fires, man. All right, was there more to that? I can't even bring up what you
Yeah,
had.
that's Jeremiah 51:1. It says, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a strong wind.
What is that destroying wind? That's the those are that thermonuclear missiles. If a brother could give me Joel the 3rd chapter. All right? All right, read that back one more time, Baba Rashad. Because this wind that is finna hit Jake, this usually when you think of a wind on this side, it's relieving, really. It's relieving as hell, unless it's just hot as hell and humid as fuck. It's like a blow of wind is relieving. This one is this is not alleviating. This is actually bringing torment, man. This is an intense heat, man, that the Lord is bringing to you. You don't want that. Think about when you get too close to the oven and that bitch hot, or you boil some water or some grease jump off that motherfucker and it hit you. Like, what more, man?
You know, step outside barefoot, concrete hot as shit.
Oh man, I used to get kicked out of the house around by like 7. It was hot as hell. Let's go. Get out! Kick you out 7 in the morning, man. You ain't had those shoes on, so you had to hit that concrete barefoot, man. Hey, and that's a horrible feeling, man. Like that east wind when it hit you, you think you give a damn about? Oh yeah, I'm not gonna come. That's cash, man. I'm not gonna go. Nah, man. Rip your shit to shreds, man. You got it.
Yep, it says, Jeremiah 51:1, thus said the Lord, behold, I will rise up against Babylon.
That's America, all right? Babylon, land of confusion, all right? You got it?
And against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up.
That's the 2/3 of Jacob, man. That goes without saying with the Eagles, but who is rising up with the America against their power? Who's the rebel? It's Jacob. Jacob's the one who's going to war with his power, right? All for the sake of money, fame, and comfort. You got it?
And against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind.
Destroying wind, man. Show me where a destroying wind has touched this place, man. America is the virgin daughter of Babylon. What did the scripture say? I can't. It's eluding me, but basically what America is saying, ain't nobody gonna touch me, man. I'm a virgin. I'm a state king. I sit down, you know, widow. Bring that out and but yeah, that Joel 3.
Let's put the Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. And it says, for behold, those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
The Lord is saying that, yo, the day that I decide that I'm going to save my people, I'm bringing a judgment too. I'm finna gather up everybody. I'm tired of this. Like, you got to understand that the Lord is like a pissed off, he's a pissed off father, man. He's like, I'm tired of talking to you, boy. I'm tired of goddamn, hey, thumping you, slapping the back of your head. Nah, man, I'm gonna tell you like my father would tell, hey, man, get out the clothes, bro. Only thing but the drawers. Nah, take the shirt off. I'm finna get at your ass, bro. Nah, the Lord is really finna get to it. Continue.
It says the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
So he's gonna beg. He's gonna plead with his people. It's like, yo, I told you to turn. I told you to turn back. Now I beat your ass. The Lord is basically right in this verse is telling me this finna hurt. This is finna hurt me way more than it's gonna hurt you. But I know this shit finna hurt you. You know, and that's his intention. Because Jake is simply a spiritual can't get right now, man. No matter what the Lord does to us, man, to his people, our people cannot get right to the point that, hey, we went off so hard, so bad that we suffer from Stockholm syndrome. That you coming against your power when he came to save you. Against the very man that's been putting his hell on you. You see how crazy that sounds, man? To the point the Lord is like, hey, so you really don't, you know what? I'm finna come save. Don't worry about that. But I don't finna touch them. I'm finna touch him, and I'm finna touch you. I'm finna touch you for your attachment unto him. Man. Continue on that.
They have cast lots for my people, have given a boy for an harlot, sold a girl for wine.
We seen that. We seen they cast lots for Jake, you know, and we have records of Esau selling boys for wine, selling girls for clothes. They said they turned a boy, sold a boy for a harlot. That's that buck breaking. That's buck breaking. You sold a boy for a harlot. Here it is. This boy, he can't even produce seed yet. But yeah, he probably 6'2", 6'3". Who's in a greater form back then. So here it is. They already know. He tired. Look at this big buck. Like, you got some sadistic Edomite somewhere. He want to break him. Yeah, you think it ain't an Edomite out there that looks at LeBron like a lunch in a sexual manner, man? Sick. He wants to break him. Hey, he sold a boy for a harlot. Who did that? Esau. He did that, man. And then he showed it to you on the movie. I want to say Amistad. Yep. He showed us that, man.
Hey, you ain't good about Uncle Tom.
Huh?
You good about Uncle Tom? They had them different gold, silver, you know what I'm saying? Now, depending on the different prices they was worth, right? So whether he had one ride or none, shit's sick, man.
Yeah, but this is the individual in which our people have laid their trust in, man. So how quickly ye forget, man. You got it?
Sold a girl for wine, they may drink.
Shit, these bitches do that now. But you did the daughter of Yahweh Shema shot like that. You did the apple of the Lord's eye. Yeah, we ain't even supposed to make whores of our women in Israel. What you look like with? Yep.
It says, yea, what have ye do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? If ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head?
Yeah, so what can you do to pay the Lord back for the things that you've done unto his people, man? You buck break, you gator baited, you hung, hell, I was 7 years old and this wasn't even 3 miles away from where I was from. It's 97. Shit, Jake was trying to get a ride home. Jake was walking home, man. Esau called him sundown, man. It's 6:30. Shit, it's 6:45. Hey, what you doing across these county lines? Esau ran Jake ass down, tied him to a truck, and drug him for 2 miles, man. I knew the guy. But this is what Esau did to our people, man. So read that very last sentence that you read back, It
says, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
So this is the time in which the Lord is swiftly and speedily returning that recompense upon Esau's head during not we take on this of burning Jacob's trouble, but it's the judgment of Babylon itself, man. When he get that fucking muscle, the Lord said this place is going to be destroyed in 60 minutes, man, an hour. And what's so funny about the Lord, we know that the Lord speaking on time, he's speaking on his time, right? The only time the Lord ever spoke on time, like, now I'm talking about your time.
Your time.
I'm talking about your, no, I'm really talking about your time. Oh, Lord, an hour? Are you talking to 45? No. I'm talking 45 years, homie. I'm talking like 60 minutes. That show you like to watch? With Dan Rathers? Yeah, that, man, 60 minutes, man.
And it's like, I mean, it took over 250 years to build this place up. And only 1 hour, the Lord will knock it down. Showing you that these motherfuckers, they overexerted themselves to build this place. But it's only going to take you how much you knock out 1 hour to take it down.
Look at it, like America compared to Rome lasted 1,000 years. It's 250 years. Man, I wouldn't want to be JJ, boy. God damn.
Got 1,000 years left.
Shit, bro. Damn, bro. Call all y'all about to smell. We at the end, man. The Lord said what? He said swiftly, speedily.
Hey, Slotty, let me ask you. He said, because now is the time.
Yeah,
I know. Jeremiah, my brother, we had the description at the top. He had half the second chapter. And you remind me that now is the appointed time. We ain't got to wait 1,000 years to see how we shall come back, man. Yeah, he's coming back very soon, you know.
Hey, you got it.
Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4, where Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
So, if a brother could, we shall look it up. Ancient war with Amalek. Yeah, keep that. Bring that out because this brings understanding to this, man. Because we're still this America is still that wound that was healed, man. That deadly wound that was healed. You can bring out what you had.
Yeah. Exodus 17 and 16. For he said, because the Lord Yahweh has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
The Lord have sworn, man. Who he swearing by? Himself. I put that on me.
And Jay say, on my life, Lord said
on me. He is something. Like, come on me, man. I'm gonna forever hate you guys, man. Like, to a point, it's like he's going to get rid of the physical representation of Esau as a whole, man. You see? Now you can bring out what you had up.
Yep. Malachi chapter 1 and verse 1, Salaki verse 4, it says, where Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
After the fall of the Western Roman Empire, you got it. It's easy to remember. Remember, it's peace in the east. West is a mess. Think about it here. West is a mess. But if you got to compare, it's peace in the east. That's how you remember the Roman Empire. Esau controlled the western end, Jacob controlled the east end. All right? The eastern end lasted longer than the western end. That's where you get the more Jake talking about we were Moors, we was kings. It came from that Eastern Roman Empire. That's where you get later on. You get the your King James, you know, because Jake we was up in them areas. All right, but when the scripture said that we are impoverished and we shall build up the desolate places, we had Esau during these times. We had him bound for 1,000 years. All right, and after that 1,000 years, Esau what? Now he should go to rebuild those desolate places, man. All right, because what the Lord had finally what? Hey, let him loose for a little season. Now we're in his little season, and it's a motherfucker. You know. All right, now you got it.
It says we are impoverished. We will return and build the desolate places.
And this is the desolate place, man. You got it.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
When did the Lord begin to throw this place down? 1968, man. 1969. When Esau declared that he had made it to the moon. When he set lessons in the stars, if a brother could get there, that Obadiah about to shot real quick. You got it?
Yeah, Obadiah 1 and verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Hey, who is this? Greek, Rome, America. Keep going.
It says, and though thou set thy nest among the stars.
His nest is what? The satellite system. Right? That's their biggest thing now. That's how they've gone to war against the Most High. They constantly got satellites out there, keeping an eye on the Lord, waiting on his return. That's why Richard Nixon had made, no, that was Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan had made that statement, man. Hey, if everybody was if the war was at war with one another, everybody was at war, and then an outside entity came, wouldn't we stop and fight him, fight it? He knew what he was talking about, man. Because they understand the scriptures, because this is the same president that told you that education in the Bible is worth more than a college degree. And to be honest, it is, man, because this education, the things that the Lord is drawing out of us through the education of Tazabah, the education of, you get what I'm saying? Like, this is all the Lord teaching us all, but I'm educating you on the powers that I've drawn to you. This is gonna be to our salvation. You see, the education of the Lord, it's gonna lead to life. That's why Ronald Reagan said what he said, Nixon said what he said. Because he who has the greatest understanding of this right here, he'll be able to stand in the day of the Lord. He know he can't. That's why he doing this dance. Now let's get back to, that's why he watching the Lord in the heavens. That's why he got the satellites, because he know, hey, it's some dudes down here, hey, the Lord got some dudes down here on the recon mission. And we telling you to your face, man. Yeah. So bring that out.
Like, that's why a couple years ago they made the Space Force.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Space Force is just not for no reason. You know, they got laser beams and things like that. Because they're really trying to prepare to fight against Howard Shot. Yeah. And how crazy and mad you gotta be and proud you gotta be to fight against the Lord.
And you say you shot down the UFO.
Yeah, come on. All right, here it is. This UFO has went through the waters.
Yeah.
Not these waters, but them
Shemaiah.
waters, the Shemaiah. You know how hellish it is in the atmosphere past the firmament? Now, you mean to tell me it went through all of that to get here, to break, to get shot down by Esau? By Esau.
Hey, by some iron.
By a piece of iron, man. Stop playing, man. But the Lord came with chariot fire. He set a mountain on fire. Like, stop playing. But you shot down a chariot, man. Like, stop playing.
A chariot can spread the ocean apart, man. All the it can defy the law of gravity. But the only weakness is you shooting it, man.
We done seen we with our own eyes seen the chariot what Lord told me now we done seen a chariot do a shadow pull right in front of you. But Esau shot it down. Now this thing can just multiply on itself. It started here, multiplied on itself, and it ends here. Yeah, it's right.
It's 50 hours now.
Yeah. You shot that down. Like, stop playing, man.
They had a video maybe about like a year ago, one of the Air Force men. I don't know if y'all remember the one with the chariot in the water, Yeah, nigga acknowledged, he was like, man, it'll take years for us to even catch up to that technology. He was like, the technology that they have is way more advanced than what we even experience, man. So that's just that nigga putting his foot in his mouth.
Like 1,000 million.
Yeah, you got it, huh?
Yeah, the Lord gave Esau the technology he got now.
I created the Smith.
You know what I'm saying? So, like that saying go, I'll tell you what you think. I ain't gonna tell you everything I know.
Yeah, you know, because that goes back to the bounds that he can't pass. He can only go so far. That's even not only with his time limit, but even with his technology, man.
The Lord gave you a jet.
That's it.
Yeah. Comfortable with that. You ain't be playing. That was chariots, nigga. Fucking drone.
You trying to hit me with
That's
missile defense system is greater than any outer world threat. Lord, you see, this is the thought process that he's putting in the mind of Americans. Anybody that'll drink of the wine.
Yes.
Now, you put yourself in a box now. Now you gotta fight that fight. So you shot down the chair, well, shoot these chairs. Shoot these down. Like you done put your foot in your mouth like the brother said, man. Now you done bit off more than you could chew. Where were we at?
We in that.
Oh yeah.
Finish that off. Obadiah 1:4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
So thence will he bring thee down. So let's look at 1968. When you look at 1968, you had the hippie movement. It was I ain't gonna say it was coming to a close. It was just taking on a new face, man, during the 70s. But these people became degenerates, man. But when you look at America had the arms race. They had the great space race during that time, and the Cold War. Jake was just coming out of the civil rights movement. I was just gonna get to it. And the most important thing that happened, Elder Abba Bivens came onto the scene to push the word. Man. So what happened? Then shall I bring thee down, man. And the most significant thing that happened in 1968, between 1968 and 1969, hey, Elder Abba Bivens went out onto the streets of America and pushed the word to begin to what? Gather back the elect. All right? So you can bring out what you had. Yeah, the Malachi.
Yep, it's the book of Malachi, chapter 1, and verse 4. It says, where it is Edom said, we are impoverished. We will return and build desolate places.
So that's America. This is that desolate place, man. Why? Morally, spiritually, economically, anything that you can look at America for is desolate at this point, man. It used to be the great country that was overflowing with milk and honey. Now it's just a desolate wilderness. You got it?
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, and I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
Forever. So the brother had pulled it out earlier in the book of Exodus. That's Amalek, man. And who are the descendants of Amalek? Esau, man. Well, they're the descendants of Esau, Amalek. And these people, the Edomites, are here today, man. So that's ultimately talking about America, the border of wickedness, man. Was it any more on that? You got it. Sure.
Malachi chapter 1 and verse 2, it says, I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. You know, it says, I made you bad brother up, man. Hey, man, the Lord fucking hate Esau, man. That's well plainly said. Yeah, this devil, he's on top right now, you know. But the candle of the wicked shall surely be put out soon, man.
He said, yet I hated Esau.
Yeah.
So he said he hated Esau and he laid his mountain in his heritage waste. Who is the top people? Who's the top tribe of Esau's clan? It's Amalek. So that's the top of your government. Who's running the earth through behind the shadow? Amalek, man. So that is the sun. That is the peak. That's the top of the mountain for Esau. It's Amalek, and that's who has control of the earth, man. So the Lord, everything that we're showing you is the Lord constantly reiterating. I ain't never liked these things. I'm showing them some favors, which we just kick your ass. But when I get through beating your ass, don't be so proud about what you did to my dude. I'm gonna touch you too. This belt is bragging about how powerful he is. Look how had you crying. Look, I brought snot down your nose. And the Lord like, bro, I did that. But the belt talking shit to the ass. It's like, nah, man, okay, the ass don't need to give up no more. What do we do with the belt? We don't hold up, man. So it's good to be thrown into the fire now, man. Because Esau isn't a intricate part of this of the fabric of Yahweh Shemi Abishai's movement. He's not needed here, man, for life to continue. Brother can bring out what you, I think he has.
Yeah, this Proverbs, just going back on Esau talking shit towards the Lord. This is Proverbs 18 and 21. It says, what you say can preserve your life or destroy it. So you must like Proverbs 18 and 21 in God's word translation. It says the tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love to talk will have to eat their own words. Woo! And that's Esau, like going into how this man, he pretty much boasts himself against the Most High. Well, the Lord gonna pop up on you, you know what I mean? Stand on that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you shot my cherry down, like you said, well, they go a whole bunch of old. Matter of fact, they go to fathership.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. My son, he tried to, hey, man, that, Lord, hey, Jake hate punk drinking. I hate this shit. Man, look, my son, you know, he can get it in, he can pump a little bit or whatever, but it was this one Jake that he had got to mixing it up with, and for a week he had been telling me, like, yo, man, I finally follow him or whatever. So the day that he claimed to fight, I picked my son up. And the little dude he done got off the bus. They walking home. So I'm like, hey, ain't that him? I seen the spirit of my son change. I'm like, you sit down, you laying low. It's like, hey, get out the window, call him a hoe or something. Yeah. You know how it is that we all the same. You know how it is. Like when you don't want to fight, it's like I'm antagonizing you, bro. It's like, you hoe ass mother. I did you up. My son didn't do none of that. It's like, this guy, you pump fake. Like you ain't really like that. I should put your bitch ass out of the car right now and go make you fight me. Like the Lord is out there, of course I didn't do it, but the Lord is really like, nah. Get out there. My pops used to do that to me. It's like, hey, don't talk that shit. Don't talk that shit. You can't back up. No, get out there. The Lord is like that, man. You can't. Every idle word that a man shall speak, he shall give account unto the day of shall give account unto the Lord in the day of judgment, man. Well, we paraphrase.
Hey, like just going back, the Lord, he's the power of action, man. Huh? You know what I'm saying? He's not with that pump fake shit, because that means you're the one that means you don't believe in yourself, but that also means you just playing around, man.
Yeah, he don't like that, man. He don't want time wasted. You come on. Nah, hey, you better be on point. You don't waste my time.
Damn ball.
Yeah. Like, yes, here, come. A man of war. And that's one thing a man of war don't like to have taken from is his time, man. It's precious to him.
You said King David still pull up on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and shit, you know what I mean? So he was gonna kill everything that pissed against the wall because of the servant did until his he had sent forth his men and things like that. And it's how they treat him, you know, that ill treatment and things like that. So that just show you know, how a man of war really moves.
Hey, good luck if I may, because even the while he was talking shit, who is you?
Yeah.
That's the spirit that he came to King David, man.
Yeah.
Who is you? Where'd you come from?
Yeah. Hey, but he did it in what? A drunken spirit. And that's these people. Motherfucker, I done seen the smallest motherfucker. When they get that drink in them, boy, they catch that liquid courage. Yo, what? But they just don't know. It's like, bro, if you were sober, you would not be saying it. And that's what it's getting to now. These people are starting to sober up. These people starting to sober up to a point it's like, oh shit. It's like, yeah, it's like, oh shit. I see what you was like. Now you're in for a real rude awakening. You got it?
Yeah, back you up. Psalm 12, start at verse 3. The Lord shall cut off all flattering lips.
It's all ass kissing, man. I really fuck with you, brother. I really support your movement. Shalom. Hey, Lord, hey, no, we're not up here for chillers, man. We don't need chillers over here. We need workers, man. We need warriors. Men of action. That's why we out here. Come, yo, say it. What you say? Labor is true, man. It's a lot of these. I'm an Israelite. Where are your works at? Nigga, shut up. I get to you, get to a point, you're like, man, shut the fuck up. You ain't doing this, man. Hey, shut up. Just shut up.
Yep, it says, and the tongue that speaketh proud things, who have said that our tongue will prevail, our lips are our own, who is Lord over us.
You got it.
Just going back to the point, like, you got America speaking these proud and great things against the Most High, but eventually they're gonna back that shit up. You know, they're dealing with the church, they fight the Lord, back all this shit up. We're in the process.
not gonna prevail.
Yeah, and it's another thing to the fact that he play on the minds of the people, make the people think that he's stronger than what he really is. Through the sci-fi movies and shit. It's like, dude, you ain't really like that, bro. Like it's like it's Play-Doh, bro. It's like I can imagine he flying doing that, doing this, but at the end of the day, we know in actuality I ain't doing none of that shit. It's hey, wishful thinking. You know, and that's all Esau is pushing. Wishful thinking, man. But it's off. It's off as hell, man. You think we gonna be sitting around in the kingdom watching a show? I'm not watching Naruto in the kingdom. I'm living. Like we gonna be out living, man. Esau has got these people. Esau has got these people's minds in a trick bag, man.
Yo, the most weakest guy among the man versus the most weakest guy in power.
Got something for you. You got it.
Look at Isaiah 14 and verse 16. It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Yeah, hey, you want me to tell you who's the first person to see that for real? And when you really look, when you catch one with a level of understanding, a child. If you catch a Jake child, a Jake child that's been up under his father, every Jake child is, because I was one who's like, hey, wait, get over it. It's like, everywhere I watch, we better than this guy. But for some reason, we won't bust him. We won't bust him right against this guy. What caused that, man?
It says, read again, it says, consider thee saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble? That did shake his?
This the guy? But when you ask that question, you're going to know the immediate answer. Because he's not in power anymore. So who took him out of power? Our power. And how about Shimmy was shy, man? But understand the magnitude of what this brother going into. You read.
God, it says, and that did shake kingdoms, and that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof. They opened up the house of the prison.
It says what? Go back to the made the earth what?
It said they made the earth a wilderness.
And what can be found in the wilderness, man? Nothing. That's the spirit that Esau has went throughout the push forth the water. That's the best way.
And I mean, and too, even when he dropped the missiles too, he said make the earth the tremble, it did shake kingdoms, shit like this. Because when Esau got to power, he made everything beastly, for lack of better words. Because even when you deal with animals, they don't work things diplomatically. You know, for lack of better words, you end up on the animal, his first thought was to fight. And that's the same thing with Esau, man. When he came over here with the Native American Indians, even though he eye-wide, he was subtle with it. But the first thing that Christopher Columbus wrote in his memoirs, they sent him 50 men, we can take them niggas, man.
50 guys. Come on, dude. Man, come on. It took, you could have got one Gadite on that time to put down that whole little squad that got sent over there. One Gadite could have got busy. But that showed you what type of power that Yahweh Shimei Shaka. You mean the warrior tribe? You mean Gad? You mean Gad? You came over here and stepped on Gad? And half of the tribe of Manasseh? Stop playing, man. The Lord is powerful, man.
Hey, so like, if I may add too, that's why he blessed Esau with the sword. You know, he's a balance power, because even though we the warrior tribe, the Lord gonna show you.
The warrior without the weapon, the warrior against the weapon. Hey, man, see, that's it. Yeah, the warrior versus the weapon.
I remember the brother, y'all was talking about that time, you know, they say Gad and Esau was fucking them up and shit like that. That's why they had the Gatling. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, you know, the warrior tribe, they was getting the best of Esau. Esau used his blessing. You know, your secret weapon, for the lack of better words, and that's what Esau always revert to. It's his two things. His deceit and his weaponry, man.
It shows you how powerful, how evil Esau is, and how powerful the Lord is, and how balanced the Lord is. You mean to tell me Gad, Reuben, and half of the tribe of Manasseh, these are warrior nations. Remember, every tribe is a nation unto themselves. These are warrior nations. The same way that they want to talk about how the Spartans was a warrior nation, like that, or the Visigoths, the barbarians. That came along with Genghis Khan.
Hannibal.
Yeah, Hannibal. man, come on. They showed you that Gad and Reuben were taking over, and they were nice. You mean this is a warrior nation? You would think that they would move like Esau. They would move bloodthirsty. They moving like how Esau painted the Vikings to be. The Vikings was just pillaging, killing, and raping, and stealing, and killing. Just doing everything they could. Sounded like they there. stealing and shit. With Esau, but with getting back, with Gad, Reuben, and half of the tribe of Manasseh, it showed you the balance of the Lord. These were the peaceable people. And Esau came to conquer the warriors of our nation. They showed you the Lord had to be with this guy. The Lord had to be with this guy, man. You mean, because I read a book what Esau would do, where he would wait till Gad and Reuben would go out to hunt, and then he would go in. That was a dishonorable thing to do. Wars to take children. A lot of men were away. That was awful. Like,
And he connects it to the
yeah, he still do. Where they said that Gad and Reuben had got so tired that this was a mixed clan of Gad and Reuben together. That Esau came through with his horse to knock Gad and Reuben over. Said that when Gad and Reuben had saw that their families were just completely massacred, they didn't run. They didn't go run and try to hide and get off and get away. It was like they ran straight at the horse. Imagine any of us jumping into a horse's chest and I'm hitting him like Ray Lewis just to get the ride. Now, this is the spirit from moment to moment, but this is us in the spirit, and we getting our asses kicked. What more in the spirit of, hey, not one man so far. When we actually winning the battles, and now 100,000 men winning the battle, and not one man fell to 5 people. When that comes back, when the Lord does that again for us, man. But that show you the power of the Lord did. We went into battles like this. They tell you of King David going into like bloodlust frenzies. Solomon has killed hundreds. David has killed thousands.
David have killed tens of thousands.
You know what? You know what type of bloodshed is going on, man?
And it got to a point even King David, he was cleaning up the Canaanites, rods and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Over 100 foreskins.
Yeah.
And you gotta be in a certain spirit, man, to do that.
Yeah.
Just gonna put it and just chop off and put it in the bag, man. You know?
He ain't even touching it. Like, he just got a bag.
Samson with the jawbone.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? The axe and jawbone. What's like? If I mean, but I was thinking, going back onto that, I believe it was George Washington who is a story amongst Gad where they had their best warriors that was shooting the bows at George. I think it was George Washington.
When he was
Crossing the
flowing
Delaware.
over to the Delaware River. During that cold night, like 1775.
And they were shooting the bows at them, and all like they was missing every single shot. And like they was like, these men, you never seen these men miss a shot. But they missed a shot that night. Man, that was the Lord. If I may, I was a shot.
You got a spirit on you, bro.
I got a scripture to back that up. It's on Psalms 50 and 21. It says, "These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Though thou thoughtest that I was altogether such on one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes." And if I may, that's what you see today, the prophets. Like brothers going into, man, our business, man. That was the beginning. This devil's kingdom falling, man. The Lord is setting his men in order before Esau's eyes. That's why we getting the emails and shit. You know what I mean? The famine of the word is fast to approach. Or brothers, YouTube's fucking up and shit throughout the body. Because the Lord is sending his men up before their eyes. You go through history, you see it, nigga, when you was getting off.
Yeah.
Like the brother speaking on the warrior of the tribes, this is something never heard. You know what I mean? Like you taking down the warrior of the tribes of Israel, man. The people of the Most High, man. This is in the history books, man. And you thought the Most High is with me. Now real shit. That's why you was praying in the schools at that time. You know what I mean? But because you ain't connected to the Lord like we is, that shit eventually, it disappeared, man. Your pride began to show, man. A man can only hold his pride for so long, man. That's it.
It's all right.
It's gonna spill out eventually, man. You know, but that's showing you that the Lord is not with you. So like you got it. Nah, you got, man, that's just.
I mean, add to your point you just said, that was really called manifest destiny.
Yeah,
Esau say manifest destiny is basically saying God told me to do this.
Yeah.
Roundabout way.
My God, it was my God given right.
But you gotta slack. If I make you gotta realize, he kind of true in a sense.
Yeah, he was.
He kind of true.
Man, that shit you pissed me off. I was like, you mean to tell me you came over here, but now that we know the truth, it's like Esau didn't lie, man.
That's it.
Because it had to be a divine force to take down those warrior tribes. You got it, Malachi.
This is Revelations. It's just going back into tribes being overthrown and things like that. Revelations 11, it's going to verse 10. It says, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelled on the earth.
Okay.
You see, and it says, point verse 11. It says,
It's like I read that again about the shop because it's some meat on it.
oh, come
You gotta read that again.
yeah. It says, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them.
And that's really talking about all these other nations, man. Because even now I went to Elam, man. Told Elam up there, man. Elam know we the children of Israel, man. I hate Elam. I love women. I love they women, but I hate they men, bro. But at the same time, when you go into it, Elam, for the lack of better words, they hate us, bro. Elam, Moab, Ishmael, and they sending gifts to each other is actually talking about us. You know, we was those gifts they was sending Israel. I mean, I got a Manassite with me. And they'll bring that motherfucker to Europe. What's that girl name? Pocahontas. They brought her like, man.
Sarah Bartley.
Yeah, Sarah Bartley. I got, Nell Bartley motherfuckers. I got it. Motherfuckers up the upper echelon say, I got a Gadite, man. You know what I'm saying? I think, what you got? I got me a Reubenite, man. You know, it's this movie called Slaves, bro. I'm gonna send that to the chat. 1969, called it Straight Slave. Dude broke it down. He was like, yeah, you can see the forehead of this man. He actually come from this tribe, you know. And just going back, they just show you that Esau know who we are. But yeah, they know the genetics, but they use our genetics as well nothing but sport or cattle. You know, that's why they call us bullies.
Yeah, like you're the ultimate hunting prize.
That's it, bro. Like you a fucking pet.
Yeah, you got a movie called The Pets. It's a silly movie, but it really shows how like that shit, John Leguizamo, that shit funny as hell. But it show you still the true nature and the spirit of Esau. His son's a pillow bite momo.
Yeah.
The daddy is a psychopath, man. And what was this whole thing? What the brother's going into? He was collecting humans. He had got tired of getting trophy animals. No, I'm gonna get a human. I'm gonna put him out here. I'm gonna put him in a confined environment, and I'm gonna see if he can outthink me.
Yeah.
Because I'm the ultimate apex predator. He gets off on shit like that, man.
And you gotta realize Esau, the Lord did say Esau to be a bloodthirsty man in this latter day. Because he, like you said, he'll kidnap somebody. That's a literal thing. There ain't no thing that's just on TV. He'll actually kidnap somebody and hunt them down just for the lust of it.
Okay, it says, and make merry, and should send gifts one to another.
So they happy that we fucking slavery, man.
Remember what the scripture said? The brother had brought it out earlier. Said they should get Joel. He should give a boy for all hearted. Yeah, you see, and that was the heathen. It says, Tyre and Zidon. That's the land of that's the coast of them Hamites, if I'm not mistaken. So that was who the brothers going into. That was who was selling Jacobs. Look what I got.
Yeah.
Didn't they do Samson like that? Come, look, we're gonna have a feast to our God. And we have the great Samson, knowing they wasn't fucking with Samson. They had to blind him. They had to take his eyes out, man, and keep his head shaved. But they made a sport. They said they made a sport of him. So basically, hey, $50. Hey, you can try to fight Samson. No, come on, bro.
Put his ass in them.
Basically, it was a Jake Paul and Mike Tyson situation, man.
And they used to do those things in the time of the circus too, back in the early 1800s. You used to pay money to beat Jake ass.
Yeah.
And then it got to a lesser point. You just say, yeah, it's called nigga ball. Just throw something at the nigga and just knock him out. We don't need no more. I don't need no more of my niggas dying. I need this nigga for next week. So you can just beat his ass a little bit with a ball. With a ball. You know what I'm saying? In a baseball bat. You got it, huh?
Yes, man. It says, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, a great fear fell upon them that saw them.
And that's the spirit too, because after half of the tribe pronounced Gad, Reuben, I think I took it on. They got downtrodden by the so-called white man. It says after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life entered into them, man. And what the spirit of life entered into us is talking about this word, this truth, man. And that's why this devil is shaking in his boots. Papa Michelle, get Ezekiel 37. Make your point.
Oh, you got it. All right.
That's the spirit though. It says, you know, he's taking a life. But then going back to Ezekiel 17 says, great fear fell upon them. Because again, when we get on the highways and byways, we're not just saying this, that, and the third. No, we're talking to you. We coming direct with it, man. And we calling you upon all your charges, man. Papa Michelle probably again get Wisdom Solomon like 1 in verse 7. Because it 37 to like 12 or 11. If I'm not mistaken, 11 or 12. Because again, even matter of fact, start at verse 7 to 8, because just going back into our business. Bro was talking about our business earlier. Let's go ahead and get all of it. Because at the end of the day, even our business coming up on the scene as a part of Esau shaking in his boots, man.
Yeah, this Ezekiel 37 verse 7. It says, so I prophesied and I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone, and when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them.
And that's it, because that rattling of the bones was during the 1968, 1969, even in 1965. I'm a buzz, I'm a bitch. They were trying to catch something, but that's why I said there was no breath in them, because they didn't have the true sense. That's why when Elder Abba Bibbins came upon the scene, that's when that brother light actually came upon. Because when Elder Abba Bibbins separated him from the commandment keepers, he preached Yahweh Shah. You know?
It says, so I prophesied as he commanded. So verse 9, it says, then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus said the Lord Yahweh, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain.
And it's the spirit, because a part of this wind getting blown in the four corners of the earth is through the internet, through the unicorn, man. You got it?
And breathe upon these slain.
And breathe upon these slain. A part of us breathing upon these people is preaching his word. Probably can get there in like Genesis 2nd chapter. Breath of life. You got to read that again.
Yep, it says, then said he unto me, prophesying to the wind.
Yeah, prophesying to the winds. That's what we hear, what we forgot. We preaching, man, but even like a wind, it carry things, man. You know, so it'll carry it into whoever needs to get it. You got it?
Prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus said the Lord Yahweh, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain.
And it says, breathe upon these slain, because we was the triumph. We fell away from our heritage. We fell away from our great estate, man. Because when you realize how Israel was once before, in the time of Solomon, you know, in the time of David, every man dwelling under his own tree, and you fast forward until now, you see niggas with switches and hoes with pink hair and things like that. You can see the fall of this great nation, man. But the Lord breathing upon this slain nation, upon the elected slave nation, the slain nation, to bring life into them. Get that in Genesis real quick.
Good. Genesis 2, verse 7. It says, and the Lord Yahweh powers formed man of the dust of the ground.
Yeah, formed man from the dust of the ground, and that dust actually represents confusion. Because a part of us being slain is us being in a state of confusion, man. That's why that breath has been breathed upon us. You got it, huh?
It says, and breathe into his nostrils the breath of life.
It says, and breathe into his nostrils the breath of life, man, which is really Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai is really the breath of life. You know? But you got it.
It says, and man became a living soul.
And man became a living soul. So you're not alive unless you have this truth. You're dead if you don't have this understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. You know?
Got some on that breath real quick.
Come on, huh?
Listen to Solomon chapter 7. Yep. In verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of appearance. For she is the breath of the power of the Most High. So that said breath, the end of the Adam. And that same breath just entered into the next day, those dry bones waking up. It says, in a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. So that's an influence. That's what's influencing us to go out and preach and prophesy. It's the wisdom of Yahweh Shalom Shah.
It's like it, I mean, it says a pure influence. It shows you it's an influence of righteousness, man. You know, it's not no influence of a big shaking hand.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, read that. Look at it on there.
A little bit more. It says, therefore, can no defiled thing fall into her.
All right, so read that back because I want to make sure you keep it on point with the brother.
What's specific?
Because we're going into that breath of life. Because the brother was speaking on that breath of life. And he said that the Lord has got the Lord breathes that breath of life into man. Though Esau was upright and walking, the Lord still didn't give him the breath of life. The only man that was given the breath of life was the Israelites. Right? All right? So you can bring that out, Papa John?
Yep. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7, verse 25. For she is the breath of the power of the Most High, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty.
Wisdom, see? That wisdom. She is a breath of the Most High. See?
Therefore can no defiled thing fall into it.
All right, so let me go here. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 49, and then I'm going to get a definition. It says, then didst thou ordain 2 living creatures. See? It says, the one thou callest Enoch. So the title for man, everybody speak of Adam, but the Lord said what for man? He called him Enoch. All right? And I'm going to get the definition for Enoch as well. It says, and the other Leviathan. So the Lord gave you the understanding of the order of things. Hey, who runs the land? Enoch. Man, he controls it. Who controls the seas? Who controls the waters on the planet Earth? Hey, that's Leviathan. That's his order. Now, when you go into this word Enoch, all right, it goes into dedicate, but when you go into the Hebrew, it goes in Hanach. Hanach. It says to train, dedicate, inaugurate, to train up. All right, and when you go into it, it says to train up a new child.
It should be upright.
Upright. Yeah. You know, it's something.
Yeah, he's fucking the
You say fucking the shit. That's because I got it wrote down here. It says upright, educated, wise, or learn. And that's what I was going to get here. It says learn. You go into the Hebrew Hanach. So for a man to learn of anything, of how to live, how to go about life, the Lord has got to breathe the breath of life. He has to give you that understanding. And otherwise, you're going off, man.
It's like it. It's their wisdom.
Yep.
At the end of the day, Yahweh Shalom Shah have to give you that wisdom for you to be learned or understand or even consider wise. And but guess what? Before, our biggest thing when they say we wasn't wise, man. We was shucking and jiving niggas, man, until the breath of life was breathed upon us. We was dead. You know?
Y'all was enjoying, Jake was enjoying the wrong hole. Hey, Jake didn't know what that was doing for 19 days.
They getting off of the crack.
Yeah, like going slap off, man.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be raised up by a man.
That's it, bro. And that's what the Lord doing. The Lord really broke us down as a nation just to build us back up. That's why it is Amos, the 9th chapter, makes so much sense. And it actually, and when you look at it, it links up with Ezekiel the 37th chapter. Those dead bones, the house of David that was broken in ruins, and that would be built up in the last day, that dead body that would be, the breath of life getting breathed into you, being raised up in the last day, it's talking about the same thing, man. You know, the names may change, but the stories stay the same, bro. You got it, bro. Yeah. Amos 9, no? And then go back to the Ezekiel 37 after that.
This Amos 9 verse 11. It says, "In that day I will raise up the tabernacles of
And
David."
that's the spirit. He says, I will raise up. When you go and say to me, erect, for a lack of better word. So we was once in a bad estate. We was once detriment until the Lord raised us back up.
It's like setting the statue back up.
You feel that motherfucker laid on his side. You know what I'm saying? Until the Lord, put us back up right, man. A plant, let's say if a plant, you got sunlight, a plant to try to reach that sunlight, you put them right in the hill. Right. So that's how the Lord did with us. You got it, bro.
It says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacles of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his walls, and I will build it as in the days of old.
Yeah, he says, I will raise up his ruins, man. When you go into their ruins, it's basically something that decayed, that fell away, that broke down, but he said he will build it as in the days of old. Just going back into us being back into the regime, how Adam was, even greater. Greater, we didn't, you know what I'm saying? So there's one greater than Solomon Hill. You know, you have a shot, the kingdom when you have a shot, it's gonna be greater than the kingdom of Solomon, man.
He's gonna build a better. You know, like the elder men that got to see the second wall go up. They saw the first one go up, and they compared the second to the first one. They cried. It's like for the young saints, we got a wall, we got a wall. But the ones that had been there and had been seasoned, you couldn't. They said the scripture tell you that like you couldn't differentiate the crowd joys and the laughter and the singing because how hard the elder men were crying because they saw the wall go. It was like this ain't nothing compared to what we used to have. They wept, man.
And it's a spirit though, because again, it's like you coming back to your glory. And how Israel felt, because they seen the reason why they wept, because they seen how you brought up here, now you brought to the Assyrians, the Babylonians, you seeing how you fell off. And it was just so much of a joy to see you coming back into that greatness and that glory. And it's the same thing with us today, man. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I hate to see a folk, especially like them big mold nigga like a football player. You know, and you thinking, man, this man could be a good. You know, you thinking that mindset. If I were, you know, general or somebody, man, this man would be a good warrior. You know what I'm saying? You know, I could train him and get him in and do a couple push-ups, but I can't do that because you know why we living in Babylon, man. Babylon is the worst thing that happened to the nation of Israel. You know, Babylon the Great is the worst thing that happened to the nation of Israel. But it's also going to be the best thing. Why? Because this is going to be the tool that the Lord is going to use to make us appreciate His glory, man. You know? You got something? If you ain't got enough, I'm going to try to get, we're going to Jeremiah 16:33. Well, go and give me what you got. Jeremiah 30.
I got my fucking red quick, Jeremiah 2.
Okay,
Right there, it's like, man, this is going back into, like, we following from that high stature to the lower state. You know, Jeremiah 2 in verse 20, so like verse 21, it says, yet I have planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed.
Yeah, and that's again, the Lord planted us a holy vine. The Lord made us to be righteous. Israel had the laws for a reason. You know? You got it.
It says, how then are thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
Strange vine unto me. It's like you come in and plant an apple tree, and you come back now as an orange tree. Who the fuck was my vineyard? You know? That's like how Bashim did, man, because at the end of the day, it's like the Lord gave us these laws, statutes, and commandments, you know, to set up on high, you know, spiritually and mentally in your mind. You're supposed to have the ways of the Lord up here. But people don't have that. People have the ways of the Lord right here and have the ways of Esau on top, man. And that's how you become a degenerate plant, man. You go into the word degenerate, it actually goes back to you broke it down to be low level, going back to the Greek, you know?
I guess. Just going into the point, like the Most High, you know, everything that's done in His universe is to glorify Him and His power, you know what I'm saying? So 1 Samuel 2 and verse 6, it says, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. So we were dead at one point, you know, those dry bones, you know, we were destroyed for lack of knowledge, that great falling away. But it says, and He make alive. So when the breath entered into us, we became alive again spiritually. So you start to know our power again, you know what I'm saying? That pretty much triggered these different nations being, you know, put in fear, you know, because now they understand that the throne of David is beginning to be raised back up. Beautiful. It says, and He bringeth down to the grave, and He bringeth up. Again, those dry bones. The Lord maketh poor, and He maketh rich. See, we be made rich by what? This truth. See? It says, and He raiseth up the poor out of the dust, that confusion. See, just like He did with Adam, right? It says, and lift up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory. So that's a process that's taking place right now. The Lord's raising up kings, man, princes. You know what I'm saying? To pretty much inhabit the throne of David. See, that first thought with this knowledge going out, and they'll let them gather by it. You know that breath. See?
The Lord said, through me kings reign. And you will, he said, through me princes decree judgment. You will have a nigga in America he's saying he a king. You know what I mean? Jake, you know what I mean? I'm a king, but yet, yo, you have a lower nature, man. You know, you ain't walking in kingliness. You know, they say kingliness is cleanliness.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't cleaned up in the spirit, man. You still just a fucking nigga, man. You know, and you exalt the ways of Esau and Edom, and that's just gonna kill you, man. Cause the Lord tell you, those who love death, what is it? So, those who hate me love death, man. And the way you living like an American, that's showing that you hate the Lord. So he gonna give your love, man. He gonna kill you, man. And it's all in love because you gonna come back and kill you. You gonna come back raised up, you know, in righteousness.
And you gonna come back in a new cup.
Yeah.
You got me. Back brother up. It's 2 Maccabees chapter 7 verse 32. For we suffer because of our sins, and though the living Lord be angry with us a little while for our chastisement and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servants.
Read that back. They said be at one again with your servants, man. That's their glory. You got it.
Now you got to set the stage for this, man. This is one of my favorite stories, man. Now this is when Esau was going through this is during the reign of the Grecians, right here. This is during the reign of the Grecians, where Hellenization was going on.
Yeah.
All right. Now during this time, we couldn't keep our laws. It was illegal. It was illegal for you to keep the laws of Yahweh Shah. Now this is a mother and her 7 sons, man. And this is one of the 7 sons. Esau was trying to encourage him, man, eat so that you may live. He's like, man, what the fuck you talking about? You see what you done did? What did Jay say? Now let's read that.
Yep. This 2 Maccabees chapter 7 and verse 32. And it says, for we suffer because of our sins.
See, and they was keeping the law. Understand, they was keeping the law. Now they're being faced with death right now. In that moment, either go out or die. This dude say, hey, yo, more than likely, I'm dying at this moment right here. I'm delivering it to your hands right now. I live, I die. It's of the Lord. And more than likely, I know it ain't no more than likely. I know I deserve it because I done went off before, man. So let's equate this moment to, hey, Lord, if this is how you see fit to have remission of my sins that I may receive salvation, so be it. Hey, read that.
Yep, it says, for we suffer because of our sins.
So, yeah, hey, she ain't got shit to do with you, Esau. I went off against the Lord.
Yeah.
I the one who lusted after that one. I'm the one who ate the pork. We was the one that was hiding in the grove in the ancient world. We went off, man. All right? You got it?
It's like what got me, just to back you up, I'm shocked, you know, going into that. This first Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 64. Wherefore ye my sons, be valiant and show yourselves men in the behalf of the Lord, for by it shall ye obtain glory. And if I may, going into that word valiant, it means being brave or courage, having courage, man. You know, just going into it, man, like shit, being willing to die for the Lord, man.
He said, show yourself, man. This was not a guy encouraging Judas Maccabeus and his brothers.
That's it.
Because he knew he was going to go back to the spirit world. But hey, the battle continues, man. We just picking up that same baton, man.
Yeah.
Apostle Kabah, he just did a lesson going into that, pretty much saying, shit, the Lord control both ends of the stick, man. So what's the reason of being afraid? Like he was just saying, if you deliver it into his hand, hey, the Lord, he got the power to, pretty much reverse it for the lack of better terms, man.
Hey, so under Daniel, you hold the church.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Fear not. We ain't say, we are not careful to answer in his mouth, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Peep this. You know how you can get in the car with Jake, and Jake smokes cigarettes, and he don't even smoke. He didn't even have to smoke. He just smoked in his car from time to time. You get in his car, and you get out of that car, and you smell like the smoke. How was it that they got through in the furnace? I don't smell nothing, I don't see nothing. That's the power of the Lord, man. You see? The Lord is in control. You read that?
So like going back to that 2 Maccabees chapter 7 and verse 33. And though the living Lord be angry with us a little while.
Hey, though the living power, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh shall be pissed at me for a little minute that he allowed chattel slavery to come about. That he allowed buck breaking to happen. That he allowed the Jim Crow era to reign. The fact that he allowed the crack epidemic the whore epidemic now, man. It's a whore epidemic, man. Read that.
It says, for our chastening and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his
So
servants.
the Lord beat our ass, man. But he said the chastening and correction is for what? Just but for a short moment. You know? But it's to what? What's the end part?
It says, yet shall he be at one again.
Yet shall he be one again with us. So even though it's just like Job, though he slay me, yet will I maintain my ways before him. So we know the power. No matter what happens in between here and now, we know the Lord is going to vindicate us and give us the kingdom if we push towards the mark. We're going to get the kingdom regardless. This Jake is understanding it. He's accepting his role in this in the equation. I'm wrong. The hand is right. The Lord's right. I'm wrong. You just a judgment of the Lord unto me. But I'm not finna hold it against the Lord. You gonna get the judgment. That's what we at in this, man. You
They're going back. That's his integrity, man.
Come.
Because he know he's sinning. I got something bad going up. It's Micah 7:9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him.
But what is it to bear? It's to take it, man. To bear that brunt. And what do the scriptures tell us, man? That you cannot call yourself a disciple of Yahweh Shem Yahushua unless you bear your cross.
That's it. And if I may, that's why I say you got to take it on the chin. Because it's well deserved. That's why it says I have sinned against him. It tells us that in Psalms 51, King David said, against thee, only thee have I sinned. You know, because King David knew he went up. And it's the same spirit that all of us shall have, man. You know, because if you go back into that time, for lack of better words, he knew, you know, if he would have ate pork, everything would have been okay. They would probably gave him a little money, but he had integrity. That's the reason that set him apart from the rest of the Jews, man. I'm gonna read it again. It says, Micah 7:10, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him.
So no matter, we get called bumper lights. I've seen folks ridicule brothers in the city, man, and brothers look at them stonewall and be emotionally, psychologically, spiritually unfazed, man. You show me what Jake doing that in the world, man, because he understand why he out here. The brother understand. I'm looking at this brother. I'm like, I love him. The Lord gonna take you through. You want to be on that level? Hey, I'm gonna take you through some of his shit. Don't worry, I got you. But this is the spirit that you got to be in, man. That integral spirit, because eventually, hey, you're dead. You can't kick the can, but so far down the road until it hits something.
And if I may add too, you know it's something good at the end of the road, man.
That's right, man.
It's a light at the end of the tunnel, man. The shit that we go through, the hell that the men and Maccabees went through, for lack of better words, it only happened for a moment.
Yeah.
You know, for lack of better words, the shit that we go through happened for a moment. And at the end of the day, we got the kingdom ahead of us, man. Scripture say, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard what the Lord have for him that love him, man. You know, so again, you keep your integrity, it's actually going to be a reward behind it, man. So that's why it's good to bear the indignation of the Lord, whatever you're going to have to do. You know?
Yep, this Baruch chapter 4 and verse 5, it says, be good.
That's started from.
This Baruch 4 and 4, it says, O Israel, happy are we, for things are pleasing to Yahweh by Shemal Shah, made known unto us.
And Israel really talking about the elect, man. Yahshua. Because we know the things that's pleasing to the Lord. One of those things is what the foolishness of preaching, man. You got it, bro.
Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh by Shemal Shah to
And
wrath.
that's why we bear the indignation of Yahweh Shah, man. Because their indignation is not to destroy you, for a lack of better words, it's actually to make you better, man. You got it, bro. It's actually for you to learn your lesson too. Because again, when you read Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14, it's all good. But when it's hit the 15, that's when things start to get sour, man. That's the shit. That's like those spankings. That's like the Lord spanking. Didn't I tell you? You know. So that's what Deuteronomy 28 insisted. Deuteronomy 28, 15 all the way down to 68 is a reminder, man, that we sin and that we deserve the things that come upon us, even as a whole nation. You know, you got it, bro.
It says, ye were delivered unto the enemies, for ye provoked them. They made you by sacrificing unto devils.
Yeah, and a part of you provoking the Lord is you calling upon Chesley for his ear. And even another thing too, a part of you provoking the Lord is saying you are in a new covenant, man. You know? People say, people say the resurrection have already passed. You guys already said you in the kingdom. You reign with kings without us. And how about Shema Shah can destroy you people, man? Leading the folks astray. You got it?
For ye provoke him that made you by sacrificing unto devils, and not to Yahweh Shema Shah.
And not to Yahweh Shema Shah. So you had integrity for the things of the flesh and the things of the world, but you didn't have integrity for the laws and the ways of Yahweh Shema Shah. You got it? Come on.
It says, ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up.
You forgot the shit that I did in Egypt, man?
Yeah.
You forgot Jericho? You know?
Yeah. Come on, man.
Samuel, you know? King David, all the battles. And that's like a man with this woman bitch. I took you to, Jason Pitt. Y'all perfume, cologne. You know what I'm saying? Cheesecake factory. You know what I'm saying? Ruth Chris, That's the Lord. That's the Lord doing. The Lord snapping on us because we deserve this ass, man. No other nation treated us like the Lord treated us, man. All these other nations treated us like shit. When you look at how Jacob was getting dealt with in the Syrian captivity, the Babylonian captivity, you got it.
It says, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. For when she saw the wrath of Yahweh Shema coming upon you, she said, hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion.
Yes, hearken, man. The Lord finna kill y'all niggas, man. Hearken to this truth. Hearken to this word. You got it?
It says, Yahweh Shema have brought upon me great mourning.
Yeah, great warning, and that's Israel as a whole, man. Because they say, y'all got Peter and Top, they doing real good. But Israel as a whole is in fucking mourning, man. And the reason why, because we sin against the Lord.
Yeah, this Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 11. And going back into you say it pretty much get greater later, man. It says now chastening for the present seems to be it's like chastening. No, it's like Hebrews 12 and 11. Now no chastening for the present seems to be joyous.
Going through hell, you happy to, shout out, But at the same time, it's supposed to be present, man. And that's how, when you work out resistance, that's the best way to grow, man. Resistance, discipline. Take things away from you and things like that. That's the best way to grow. Man. So the chastening of the Lord for that present time, it's not resistance. You on that bench press, sometimes that shit hurt. Your chest hurt, your arms getting tired, your arms get weak. For lack of better words, but at the end of the day, it's a reward behind it.
Yeah, you appreciate that pain because you got an expectation.
Yeah.
Future how you want to look, or how strong you want to be. Same thing with us, man. We get put through certain things, and we got an expectation of deliverance. We know that the Lord is pretty much building us up to make it to that point, man. So anything that falls upon us, man, it's of the Lord. It's all for the betterment of the elect, man. If you can see it that way through the Spirit.
It's even beautiful to even see the process. You see where you started at, to see, your body starting to form itself, and that's even in the mind. You start off as a nigga, but now you see yourself forming into different things. You got different tastes. You know what I mean? Now you got exquisite taste. Now you ain't just, everything.
Wild eyes, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, man, yeah. Now you done cognac, But that's the head of the point, like the brother said, you see, and that's one thing too, once you see the progress, it actually makes you want to go even harder.
Yeah, you start to see a game.
Yeah.
Just no matter where you see that game, as long as you see it, hey, you push towards it, man.
That's it. So again, it says, now no chastening for the present seems to be joyous, but grievous.
Yeah.
It said, it's grievous, man. Shit, like you said, catch hell ain't fun, man.
Yeah.
But when you get through the process, now you got the experience to give another brother. Like, it ain't go that way, man. Tell you we gonna help.
Yeah. And then Yahweh said to Peter, saints have desired to see you, but I prayed for you. He said, when you get through going through the shit that you go through, help the brother. So that's why it's really a necessary evil for us to go through evils, man.
Sitting up here crying, you in an effeminate bitch made ass spirit, for lack of better words, man. Shit, hey, the Lord ain't with that, man.
Yeah,
the Lord is not with that because you supposed to just like how when we fast, You supposed to catch that hell, and you supposed to catch that hell with a straight face. It's it. The only time brothers supposed to know you can catch a hell or you call hell is if, hey, we sharing of experience. I was going through that last weekend. The brother like, hold on, you was what? Man, you get what I'm saying? It's like, and that's literally how it goes in this walk, man. See? We building one another up, man. We ain't over here just kissing each other. It's gonna be okay, and not throwing dirt on them. We throwing dirt in there. You see how?
Yeah, we doing alcohol. We make this shit burn. It's good. Huh? Keep saying you good. Huh? You got it, bro. Oh, so that's like that. That's right.
Oh, okay, come on, get that.
It's like in this book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 6. For the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, disciplines whom he loves.
That's it. You got it, right?
And he punishes each one he accepts as his child. Lord, amen. Going through it, man, that's just the Lord, man. Building you up. You know, you don't have to go through it, man. Scripture say, through much tribulation shall we enter the kingdom of the Most High. You know, so this little, chastisement, it's just temporal, man.
See, bro. It's a heavy point. Because again, for lack of better words, if you ain't going through hell, something must be wrong. You know, for lack of better words, because that means you're comfortable now. You're relaxing in society. Now, if you relax in a burning building, then for lack of better words, then you dead, man. You know? You got it, Malachi.
Yeah, come. It says, it says, no chastening for the present seems to be joyous but grievous. Nevertheless, after it yields the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby.
And this spirit, it says, matter of fact, brother, look at that word exercise thereby. Just going back into the analogy of working out. You do 50 push-ups because you want your body to look a certain way, man. You read these scriptures because you want salvation, man. You invest in this word because you want to be delivered, man. And you take the hell that you go through on the chin because at the end of the day, you know, it only makes you a better person. You know, catching hell actually builds character, man. You know, for a lack of better words, the shit you go through, it's not just to, like the brother said, it's not just to break you down, it's ultimately for you to build up. Because like experience a motherfucker, man. You know, you go through some crazy experience and all of a sudden now you move in a different way. You move more wiser now, man. You know?
Surely pressure make you wise, man, mad. And then look up the word mad, it shine. It gonna move different, man. It's just like, oh, I'm not, hey, hell, I ain't doing that, bro. Lord changes the ways. I got something about the book of man. Just same point. Psalms 35. For his anger endureth but a moment. In his favor is life.
And in spirit, it says his anger only endured for a moment, man. So the hell that you go through, it's not gonna be forever, man. It's not bitchy. You know?
Yeah, that's how Esau like to play that forever. Esau like to play on that forever, ever shit with that hell doctrine. Right? It says, in his favor is life, weeping may endure for a night.
And
that's,
you got it. They say weeping may endure for a night, man. And we signed the crown rule weeping right now, but you got it.
It says, but joy cometh in the
joy
morning.
cometh in the morning. That's talking about your Yahweh Shai, man. This ain't no coincidence. We talking about eyes early and things like that, you know. For a lot of better words, that's your Yahweh Shai coming, man. Joy and happiness and peace is going to come after we get through all these different things. Like the brother quoted earlier, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. So even before we come and see the return of Yahweh Shai, before we come and see our Lord and Savior, at the end of the day, we must go through a lot of things, man. Y'all bring that.
It's 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment.
Yeah, the light affliction, which is but for a moment. Stop bitching, huh? It ain't gonna be every day. You just, well, like a better words, but that's the best way to grow though. You know, you under the bitch. Yeah, it's gonna be like a what it's called, a spotter.
Yeah.
Your spotter is really your Yahweh Shai. You know, if that weight get too heavy, your Yahweh Shai is gonna be that same power that's gonna lift it up. For the whole 1 Corinthians 9 and 12. Finish that off, bro.
But that's the scripture. That's your house shot. You refer back to the scripture. You know what I'm saying? Shit get too hard. That's your house shot. Spirit.
It says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
So the things that we're going through now is not going to be compared to the kingdom of heaven and beautiful things that the Lord have in front of us, man. And again, the Lord, he brings us down into this low estate for a reason, just so he can lift us up, just so his power can be made known. What is that? It's 12 and 9. I think 1 Corinthians 12 and 9, my strength is made perfect in weakness. You know? That's why the Lord puts us through hell, just so he can glorify his own name, man. Because once you get through the hell, what you say? Call Allah Yahweh Shemel. You late on that light bill, you late on this, you late on your car note or whatever. First thing you do when you pay it off, with the first thing you say, call Allah Yahweh Shemel, man. Because that's who all praise, honor, and glory goes to. That's the same power that put you in that situation, and that's going to be that same power that lifts you out of it, man.
Isaiah 4 and 6, I got it. 2 Corinthians 12 and 9. Yeah. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee.
Because Paul was, for a lot of better words, no disrespect, brothers, don't take this shit out of turn. Paul was bitching, man. He had a thorn in his side. He kept praying to the Lord. The Lord said, hey, man, my grace is sufficient for thee. I gave you this truth. You got it?
He says, for my strength is made perfect in weakness.
My strength is made perfect in weakness, man. So that's why the Lord actually break us down, man. You have to be broken down, as a man. To be built up as a righteous man. For like about the Apostle Paul said, in order to be a man of the Lord, you have to be a man first. And we wasn't raised in Babylon to be a man. You got it?
It says, most glad, therefore will I rather glory in my infirmity.
Yeah, you glory in your infirmities, you got it?
That the power of Hamashiach may rest upon me.
That the power of Yahweh may rest upon me. So when you glory through the hell and the things you go through at the end of the day, that means the glory of Yahweh is resting upon you. Because Yahweh, he went through that bullshit. He went through hell. He was a man acquainted with griefs. But go back to that Hebrews 12th chapter.
Let me add to your point. McDale was going into last week. He said, boast not and not distress.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So pretty much, in other words, just taking on the chin, man. I be walking around with that woe is me spirit. Because we all catch hell. We in captivity, man. You really, sometimes I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a time and season to do it, because God said you might mention something that he going through, and then you going through that shit too. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can pull him to the side before you just walk around.
You better be a tough crybaby, man. Yeah. We see that in the truth, man. You tough ass crybabies, man. I'm going through it. I'm straight. Man, shut your weak ass up, man. You finna quit.
Yeah.
That's usually what that society, you finna quit.
Your bitch ass up.
For real, let me read this back, man. 2 Corinthians 12 and 9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness.
His strength is made perfect in weakness, man. So instead of you bitching, hey, embrace it. Like the elder said last week, you embrace it. Because now the Lord is making you perfect, man. You got it?
It says, most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities.
I will glory in my infirmities because Yahweh Shai, man, he went through. And it's a beautiful thing to go through something similar that Yahweh Shai went through.
It's like your son, man. I got boys, whatever. They'll do, Dad, did you used to do this when you was younger? Hey, did you eat like this? Did you do this? Could you do these many push-ups? Like, yeah, I could. Oh, now you got me on that. Or whatever. It's like, they glory in the things that I went through. Like my struggles and my stresses, they want to see, if this made Dad that tough, hey, if I can go through it, Dad will see, and I'm going to be tough just like him. And really, he doing it to make me proud. If these things made you like that, I'm going to go through these things to put a smile on your face. Because I want to be like you. That'll make your father smile. So sometimes even in your distress, you know what? I see you trying to make yourself better. I'm gonna come and help. Now, in this process, hey man, you gonna push that fucking way. You gonna go through it. Yeah, you wanna say something? You got it.
When you say change to a Lord's state, count on our joy when change to a Lord's state.
Yeah, kind.
You got it. Pretty much, don't be complaining like you said, like shit, take it cheerfully. Change, to a Lord's state.
And the Father's good for that. I'm gonna be trying to lift you up, like nah, your daddy, hey, motherfucker, nah, you need that. Hey, He deserved it. Hey, let him sit right there.
This is the first thing you say. Ain't nothing wrong with you.
Yeah,
That's
ain't
the
nothing
first
wrong
thing.
with you. You'll be all right.
Yeah,
You'll
you
be
be
all right.
clean and shit.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
Throw some dirt on it, man. Get your ass
I'm
up.
for everything. I'm like, shit, your ass ain't dead.
So like, that's something Jake said before. If the Lord bring you to it, He can bring you through.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice one. Baba Bashad,
that was it on that.
get verse 2. You got something?
Nah, the Hebrews 12.
Yeah, Hebrews 12. Start
Yeah,
at verse
I
2.
was on that.
Get verse 2 though.
All right, this is
Going back to
Hebrews.
Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, this is Hebrews 12, and you said 2. Looking unto Yahweh
Start
Shai.
at 1.
Yeah, come. This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience unto the race that is set before us.
It says let us run with patience for the race that is set before us, and where patience actually goes back into suffering, man. You know, you got to do it.
Look unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith.
Yes, looking into Yahweh Shai. And basically the scripture is telling you that this is the prototype. This is the person you should model yourself after, man. Because even Jake, you know, sometimes he'll watch one of the motivational speeches there, you know. Yeah. Yahweh Shai is the ultimate, you know. I remember everybody Debo, everybody saying, you think you gangster? Tupac got shot 9 times and died. Everybody saying, the Lord, he died and raised